The next lesson for your comprehension notebook is about the magic of words and discovering that magic. This connects directly to our reading goals. We have goals for literary text and informational text, but essentially these goals are the same. Using context clues, defining a literal and non-literal meanings, and then identifying those, and locating and using resources. So in this part, you're going to add some information about the difference between a literal and a non-literal. We'll be working with these in text quite a bit. Literal means it's the normal meaning, or it means things exactly the way it's said. Here's where things get fun. Non-literal words or phrases mean something other, and this is where we're going to explore figurative language. We'll explore similes, metaphors, idioms, and then some other interesting ways to use words with alliteration and onomatopoeia. Now, when we work with informational text, we're going to refer to what we call content-specific or domain-specific words. These are words that are specific to a particular subject. For example, in math, you talk about adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing. These are words that you use when you talk about math. They're not words that you use necessarily in everyday conversation. Just to then clarify, this is a dictionary definition for domain. Again, multiple meanings of this word, but the definition for domain that we're going to be using and working with is this one right here. It has to do with a specified sphere of activity or knowledge about a specific area. Then you're going to put in a piece about multiple meaning words. We've referred to this before, words that have different meanings but are spelled the same. For example, we can have the word bat. Two types of bats, a baseball bat or a bat that flies. For your next part, make sure you trim your pieces out exactly like this. So after you've positioned your flap here with your multi-meaning words, I want you to select one out of this far right column because these are the most challenging words. It's not as much fun if you use these easier words. Pick one of these words and look up the multiple meanings. I've done this with the word sentence as an example. The last two pieces you're going to add deal with idioms. Idioms are a great deal of fun because they're phrases that mean one thing literally, but something completely different non-literally. So here's a list of some common idioms. I'd like you to pick one, illustrate a literal meaning for it, and then a non-literal meaning. I chose draw a blank. Well, this is what it would mean literally, drawing a blank, but non-literally, it means that you can't remember. And then I also have some animal idioms. There are lots of them out there. Pick one and do the same. I chose bee in her bonnet. Here's a bee and a bonnet. That's the literal meaning. But the non-literal meaning or the figurative meaning is upset.